we'll move on to module 8, putting everything together. So whatever I need to teach you for 悬空大褂 this selection, I've already passed on to you, imparted to you. So now we come to the most important part, is putting everything together. You have learned so many things. I'm sure some of you may be feeling lost. Some of you may be trying to catch up. Some of you may, getting a little bit confused here, and let things sink in a bit. So we have covered things like element, period, clash, direct clash, indirect clash, then the sansa, wu huang, sui po, some are not in the apps, so it's like there are so many moving parts that you need to go and put everything together. And some of you may not be able to think straight. When you look at a date, you don't know what comes next, right? So if you don't know the flow, then it's a bit difficult to evaluate the timing, right? So therefore, this module 8 is what it is about, putting everything together. So in the real world, seriously, I say in the real world because I have encountered this many times. And I'm sure for those who are also using that selection, you will encounter this as well. Very hard to get perfect date and timing. Everything perfect, almost impossible. Now we are looking for period 9 with a good date structure, also so difficult, right? And the next nearest period 9 is already 4 years later, 2030. So what you need is not perfection. What you need is correct priority. So in this second last module, module 8, let's recap and put everything together into a checklist with priorities. Is that okay? So in my practice, I split the priorities into 2 types. I make it as simple as possible, not complicated. First type, critical. Critical means must have. Second is preferable. That means bonus lah. If you can have lah. If cannot have, then no choice. Right? So critical means must follow lah. No negotiation lah. Like for example, direct clash, avoid. Wu Huang, avoid. Sansa, avoid. Sui Po, avoid. That is critical one. Right? Preferable basically means good to have. If you have, it's bonus, Okay. First layer. So this is the flow. This is the flow that I do for myself. First layer is you find that I number it, the flow. Number 1 is to check the date pillar itself. That means the entire 4 pillar, the year, month, day, hour. Now, you must check number 1, 5-element flow, smooth or not smooth. That's number 1 here. 5-element flow. That means the HS and the EB. It is always preferred to be progressive. When I say progressive, means the 5-element must be progressive. For example, look at this date. This is earth to metal, progressive. Earth to metal, progressive. Earth to metal, progressive. So HS is progressive. There's no curve in between. Okay, there's no attack in between. So the rest are all progressive one. Next, look at EB. EB is metal to water, progressive. Metal to water, progressive. Metal to metal, also progressive. So that means this date here, it is HSEB flow is okay, pass. Okay, so my number 1 flow, pass. Number 2, no direct EB clash. Direct clash. Okay, EB must not clash directly with each other. If it's neighboring pillar, even worse. Right? So use indirect clash only as a last resort. Okay, then number 3 is check for the element combination. So we are looking for a combination of 10. Like I say, combination of 10 is my top favorite. I always try to check for combination of 10 first. Okay, if not, then 合图. If not, then same qua. If not, then the last line of defense called the 5-element, productive and control. So for this date here, there's no combination of 10. Okay, but this is a 合图, right? 7772 is a 合图 combination. So good enough. So I have 1 合图 combination here, this date. Right? So remember, only use 1 type. cannot mix combination of 10 and her2. Cannot mix. Okay. Uh, if you go for combination of 10, make sure it's combination of 10. Even within combination of 10, right, use the same pair throughout. If you're using her2, same thing, use the same pair throughout. Only one type and one pair. Okay. And then after that, you go for the fourth one, period combination. Period combination is a bonus, good to have. So combination of 10, same qua. If you have, bonus, right? So up to here, out of 4 steps, 3 are critical, 1 preferable. Okay, 1 preferable, which is only the period number is preferable. 4 steps, yeah, and also the 4 flow. So only out of these 4, 3 are critical, 1 is preferable. So I put it into a table. Remember, this is only doing the day pillar check only. The date, not the day, the date pillar check. So I put it into a table. So you when you want to do your date selection, right, you may want to refer to this table. So first of all, progressive HSEB flow. If you forget what is it about, please refer to module 4 of this program. Okay, so what is it? We want progressive 5-element flow, indirect flow as last resort. Now, what do I mean by indirect flow? Okay, indirect flow, let me pull out a screen. Please use the indirect flow as a last resort. As a last resort. Um, okay, here. Now you see here, fire to earth, right? And then earth to matter, progressive flow. But when it hit the month, right, and the year, right, suddenly there is a fire and a matter fighting each other. Occur. Okay, so therefore here get stuck already. Now, so it's not progressive enough, right? But can we still use this timing, right? So this is not progressive. So by right, we say no. But you have no choice because all other dates that is available within that period all are even worse than this one. Then you may want to go for indirect flow. Now, indirect flow basically means we know fire and matter, fire will burn matter, right? Agree, right? Fire will burn matter. If we want to mediate between fire and matter, what must be introduced in between? Thank you, Darren. Earth. Earth. So if there is there's a mediator, that means the 通关, then we have to bring out the 通关. Okay? We have to bring out the 通关. So how to bring out 通关? Best is indirect flow. I'm talking about indirect flow. Introduce, for example, a wei or a chen or a chou or a xu here next door to the matter, so that fire want to attack matter, right? It say, hey, I got earth, I go and support earth first, and then support matter. So of course here you also want, it can be a sen, it can be a si, it can be a wu. So wu will be even better. Okay, wu will be even better. This is called indirect flow. Clear? That means you complete the 5-element flow cycle indirectly. Next one, once you're cleared with this one, then you go with the second one, avoid EB clash, meaning EB must not clash directly. Indirect clash as the last resort. This is also critical, right? If you forget what it is about, look for module 4. Okay, and then element match. Next one is element match. Okay, element match means go for combination of 10, my favorite. If not, then her2. If not, then same qua. Then last line of defense is 5 element. Last line of defense means must have. Okay, then is productive or control one. And remember, combination of 10, her2 use only one type and one pair. Okay, except for the her2 double pair. Now, I put here her2 double pair. Although I share with you what is her2 double pair, I also seldom use because very lazy. Okay, you need to remember what are the 2 pair that can come together. So this one, critical also. Then period match is bonus. combination of 10, same qua. And special combination, I didn't really talk on about it, but there's something called special combination. But never mind lah. You already know combination of 10 so hard to find, same qua so hard to find, special combination also equally same hard to find. So forget it. Okay. So only this one is preferable. So once you can clear this 4-item checklist, that means you are comfortable that this date itself is okay. Is okay. Then we can move on to the next check. Right? Then the next check is check the day. Okay, check the day matching the house. Day matching the house. This one very important for feng shui. I mean, when a property is involved, check for the house. And for the house, make sure it is sitting, not facing. So when the house is involved, we want to find a month. Number one here, a month, okay, that is supportive, seasonally supportive of the sitting. Okay, sitting. So basically means, for example, this is sitting at high. Okay, high could be in the where? In the north, right? So, but then you choose a ing month, which is wood, may not be that supportive. You get what I mean? May not be that supportive. So, but that is only one criteria. Okay, that's only one criteria. So at least you note that the month is not that supportive. And next, if you can get the month right already, then make sure that there is no EB clash. Okay, there's no direct EB clash. That means the month cannot clash with the sitting. Clear? Okay, and then the rest, make sure there is if you can find preferable seasonal sun hui combination or sun he combination. But like I say, based on experience, it's very rare that you can get this one right. It is a bonus if you can get it right. Okay, so number two, once you get this month and this EB all correct already, then number two is to avoid sansa. Avoid sansa. Okay, and sansa, we must check against the 4 pillars, the year, month, day, hour. So unit sitting must not sit in the sansa of the year, month, day, hour. Must check for 4 pillars. So for these dates, right, the sansa for hour is south, sansa for the day is north, sansa for the month is north, sansa for the year is north. Okay, so therefore, the property shouldn't be sitting at south or north. In this case, this height could be sitting at north. So in this case, this property could already have what do you call that, afflict. That means violated the sansa already. That means this date is not good for this property. Clear? Okay, so the sansa. Then once you clear the sansa, then you go and clear the wu huang. Wu huang is the next one. Wu huang. Okay, wu huang only check for year and month. So for this case, for the month, the wu huang is at northeast. For the year, the wu huang is center. Center means okay lah. That means the wu huang go back to the home. Center center palace go back to the home. So not outside creating havoc. So therefore, check the property sitting. Is it sitting at northeast? So for this case, it could be sitting at north. So that means this property and this day, there is no Wu Huang violation. Right? And last one, not the last one, second last one, check for Sui Po. Sui Po only check for the year. So for the year, it is Zi. Zi is north. Okay, so this property is sitting at north. So this north property violated the Sui Po. Not only the Sui Po, Sansa also violated. Right? Okay, then once you're done, then you check the last part here is the number 5. Number 5 basically means the element must be supporting the sitting. In this case, it's 9 metal supporting 6 water. Okay, so this is 5 elements supporting lah. And then the next one, number 6, is then check whether there's any period number matching or not. Same thing, combination of 10, same qua. Okay, so out of these 6 pointers, 4 are critical, 2 are preferable. Like for example, month is preferable, right? Month is preferable, and period number is preferable. The rest are all critical, must have. Let me see, did I miss out any? Darren is asking, can I say putting author where the author is sitting, we consider a sun by itself? That's right, Darren, you are correct. You must consider not building, the unit sitting as well as the author sitting. There are 2 different sitting, unless they happen to be facing the same direction. Okay, otherwise consider 2 sitting. So it's getting more complicated already. Darren is asking, may I ask the various qua name, is there any application purpose here? No. We are more concerned about the element number and the period number. Okay, so they match sitting, right? There's another table for your checklist. This is what we go through just now. Okay, so I repeat again. So first of all, check for supportive month EB. So the month EB in supportive 3 meeting or 3 combination with the unit setting. Now this is preferable. I know this is hard to get one. Sometimes it's just timing is just not right. Okay, and if you can, go for 3 meeting or 3 combination. Then next, very important, avoid Sansa. This is critical. Avoid Sansa. And for Sansa, it is check 4 pillar, year, month, day, hour. Then next, check Wu Huang. Wu Huang only check 2 pillar, which is the year, month. This is critical also. Then next, check Sui Po. Sui Po only check for the year, and this is critical also. Then element match. Element match basically means combination of 10, same qua, He Tu, and last defense is 5 element productive control. Right? And then this is critical because ultimately, if you can't find combination of 10, you cannot find He Tu, you cannot find same qua, then somehow you must find 5 element productive control. And period match is preferable. Okay, preferable. Darren is asking, so when we use Yijing to activate the item at certain sectors, we focus on good day, that all, or all other things need to consider. Items also need to consider sector. That's like author like that. Next one is to day match the person. They match the person. If the date is good but clash with the person, you activate problem. You may activate problem instead of luck. So must check. So number 1, check no direct clash. Now this is not sing, not sing, okay? Because unless it's property involved, okay? If there's no property involved, then not a sing. Okay, then indirect clash as a last resort, yeah? Then number 2 is element number must also support, right? It can be combination of 10, it can be same chord, it can be He Tu, it can be 5 element. Last line is always 5 element. If last line also violated, that means this person cannot enjoy the benefit of the day. Easily just say that. That's simply put is this way. Okay, so remember this, the final beneficiary is always the person. And this is the criteria for day match person, right? Let me repeat. Avoid EB clash. If you forget what about it, then look out for module 4 and 7, right? This is critical. And element match is also critical. All right. Then the last check is to check sitting matching the person. And this is very simple. Very simple. Just check the element whether property supporting the person or not. As good as that. So if everything also can match, then the final beneficiary is always the human. This one here. You find that what we've been doing so far. We want to make sure that the hour support the day, month support the day, year support the day, and then the day support the property, the day support the person, and then this property, because it's enhanced by the good timing of the day, right? It support the person. So you see all the energy flow ultimately, directly or indirectly, all flow into the person. Okay. So you don't want to enhance everything, find a good date that support the property, but in the end did not support the person, and the property also did not support the person. It's like you are ultimately cutting off the person. Yeah, like cutting off the person like that. Cannot receive. And then family of 4 move in, only this person cannot receive. Something like that. Okay, but must depend on whether the other 3 person can receive or not also lah. All right, so I've prepared this table in case you need to refer back to the checklist. All right, and if you are not sure, you need to refer back to the video. I've also put aside the module number. You can log in to your training portal, straight away zoom into module 6, for example, check for this element match. Clear? Now, if you have practiced this often enough, you find that it is very easy. At one glance, you know date, good, no good. Only thing, the troublesome thing is to check the Sansa, Wu Huang, and the Sui Po. So in real life, sum up, you confirm cannot get 100% perfect date. Very difficult, very hard. So what to do? You want to protect all the critical item first. Then after that, try to get as many preferable in as possible. So here, a part of a warning, you don't keep compromising. Okay? Don't keep compromising. For example, what do I mean by compromising? Oh, direct clash. Never mind. Then I go for indirect clash. Oh, there's no progressive flow. Never mind. Then I go for indirect progressive flow. Then you keep compromising until the date can become very dangerous. It happened before. Okay, and this one, a lot of people make mistake because under pressure. If you're doing for client, the client say, no, I only got this 2-3 days of time window. You need to somehow pick a good date for me. Then you keep compromising so that, somehow you wish that one date among these 2-3 dates can show up, say, okay, good enough. Be careful. Okay, be careful because you don't compromise until the date become very dangerous. Right? And before that, Darren is asking, as what Master Yo sharing in-house, the house of 4 based on person, 1 benefit, the rest 3 cannot benefit. So how you manage that? I will always, again, prioritize. It's a matter of priority. I will make sure that the breadwinners, that means the father, mother, can get to, at least one of them can get to benefit first, then followed by the children. Of course, my preferred choice is all 4 can benefit. That's my preferred choice. But if find until cannot find, therefore the priorities has to drop a little bit. Then I'll compromise for the parents first. Okay, and then think about something else to do to help with the children in terms of feng shui, if possible. If not, then really bo pian. Okay, because sometimes the client come to you with everything all prepared already. What I mean by prepare, the time window is like that, fixed one. Only this few 1 week period that you have to choose from for me, fixed. Okay, then the house they bought themselves also fixed. Feng shui good or no good also fixed already. You get what I mean? So everything is fixed already. So you just have to make the best out of everything already. Is that okay, Darren? I'm sure you encounter this same similar problem also with your clients. So date selection got one keyword lah, patient. Sometimes you must wait. Sometimes you must wait few months. Let's say you're doing for yourself, you have to wait few months. You have to wait few years. You have to wait for the right date. You're not just choosing a date, you're choosing the timing of destiny activation. Because you get it right, you really get it right. And cannot rush. But the harsh fact of the reality is sometimes no choice because of a lot of constraints. And the constraint is not imposed by you, it's imposed by the client. Okay. So sometimes no good date means no good date lah. Right? better to wait than to force.